G'day folks, my name's Steve Christensen, and today I'd like to just go over some of the features and benefits of the Stoelting Vertical Batch Freezer. Now I can personally say, out of all the ice cream shops that I've owned and operated and helped open, this is one of the most easy to use batch freezers on the market. Let's talk a little bit about the functionality of the keyboard. So far as the control pad is concerned, it's relatively easy to use, easy to adjust, and obviously it's capable of being wiped down and it's not affected by water and splashbacks and so forth. So I know the machine's on because I have this green light in my on and off switch here. I simply turn the machine on and I get these 3 8s listed in the LED display. Those 8s basically say that the machine is self-diagnosing. So when I turn it off and turn it back on again, I get these 3 8s while the machine's self-diagnosing. If I try and do anything while those 3 8s are going, nothing will work. So you've really got to wait until the temperature shows up in the LED display. Now this machine's in Celsius. The majority of the machines in the US are actually in Fahrenheit. So you'll have a 70 or 72 degree indication there in the LED display. So let's have a look at the functionality of the buttons. Let's leave the plus and minus for the time being and let's go to this line here. So this is my rotate button. When I press the rotate button, it basically just rotates the barrel. So when I'm sanitizing in the morning or if I'm cleaning in the afternoon, this will rotate the barrel without any refrigeration. Next we have 2 freezing modes, freeze to temperature and freeze to time. And this is relatively unique because freezing to temperature, and I will say that the majority of our customers freeze to temperature and not to time. Freeze to temperature means that I can set an extraction temperature, let's say 18 degrees, which is a regular extraction temperature, and I can set this to 18 degrees, and regardless of what my mix is, regardless of whether it's chocolate or strawberry or raspberry, I have the ability to set the extraction temperature. And we know from experience that the different puree, extract, or paste that goes into flavoring ice cream, the longer or shorter the freezing process will be. So this being able to extract to a particular temperature gives you a lot more consistency in the product. This is our freeze to time button, and generally we would only use this if we have a product that we know we would freeze at for 10 minutes or 12 minutes consistently. Now I can change the parameters of these 2 buttons by my program button down here. So if I hit program, we have 3 different levels in program. P1 is my freeze to temperature. So right now this is set at -10, which is again in Celsius. I can up or down that with my plus and minus keys. In fact, I can even make this modification while the machine is freezing. So I simply up and down this. If I wanted to change the setting on my freeze to time, I hit P again, which will take me to my P2, or my second level, and now I have my time setting. So right now this is set for 13 minutes. I can up and down that if I need to. Even while the machine is running, I can make that modification. And if I press P3 again, the third level is almost like my odometer. So this machine has run 101 hours, which is great for an operator or for a service standpoint that you can say every 100 hours or so you should replace your blades or have a preventative check. So if I leave or make one of these adjustments in the control and I make that adjustment, I can either cycle back out through P3 and it'll bring me back to my temperature screen, or I can simply leave the setting and it will, after 5 seconds, go back automatically to my standby screen. So that's my freeze to temperature or freeze to time. I have an alarm bell here, so when it reaches that temperature or that time, an alarm will sound to say that the product is ready. And my final button down here is my extract button. So when we are freezing, we actually are rotating the barrel in a clockwise direction, which brings the product up the barrel. When we extract, it's a double speed counterclockwise rotation, which pushes the product down towards the extraction chute, and then I simply pull open the door and extract from there. So a very easy to operate and an easy control pad to configure. It gives you a lot of flexibility in running, again, all different types of product in a batch freezer. Anything from a zero fat or water-based product like a water ice or sorbet, all the way up through the process of a premium and super premium ice cream, 14, 16, sometimes 18%. If you need any information on any other of the batch freezers or any of the other line of frozen dessert equipment that we make, you can go to www.stoeltingfoodservice.com. There is information there, and we'd be happy to help you with any information that you need.